You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. Panther 11.
Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's touchdown about 5 yards shy of the first down marker.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. When it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Ready? Liking 18. Check go.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Has a hole left, room to run. He's on the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. No, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Short pass brought in. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. It's incomplete, and now we got 4th down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Piniero's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. His drive will start after 35.
35-yard line.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Go.
Chuck to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Kid coverage much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set up. Rock going.
Out of the gun, it gives to ETN. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Drake Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's hold home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
60 now. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Riggs. Buffalo 18. Take it to him.
To the air on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Purdy to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
It's it.
Here's Purdy to throw. Kittle makes the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air again. Purdy. That's Cox again. It's Kittle. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that moves quarterbacks. Where's that away from?
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's important when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. The throw again. It's Purdy. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Saints 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Check over.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. On play action, here's Shaw. Complete out to the right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Rob for a first down, he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Shaw put a quick toss out wide. And he's short of first after a mile gain. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shaw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 79 Bronco.
Shaw working from the gun. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To throw again here, it's Shaw. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Smith able to put it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6.
Ricky Pearsall on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Get set.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Chuck. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. But sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Setting up the screen, it's Olave. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Saints.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Dragon 60. Panther 11.
Chuck now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw. Shot. Into traffic. Complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
That's good.
Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go.
1st and 10. Here's Shot. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's complete. Mike Evans. Hits the 20. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Saints 10. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
Dropping a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding a wave and now you're turning on shore. What's it used to be a race when you're inside? This, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see some. Life just slows you down. Your body gets acting out.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Take off.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he drives that plug backward on a gain of 4. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Now Shuck to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
29-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Try to snatch these pics when I roll my house down. The ground, the next time. They get mad when they come to break my head, and I'm off in the night.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, we gotta switch it up.
The throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. We couldn't quite break it. Still 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And 5.
timeout set. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. That's incomplete. They tried to pick up the first down a little gusto, but maybe a little bit too much. Now we've got 4th down. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. He's got it at the 24. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Outside. 18.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. Right around set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when lanes are open. There's a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Get set, get set.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
18, watch out.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They send a tight end in motion. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Chuck. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big, contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. To throw again, it's Purdy. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he was coming to the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 19, Mustang 19.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shuck now on first down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So it's second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Shuck working from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. To throw again here, it's Shuck. It's complete. This is Olave. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. He did well to shake off one tackle, partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked out after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 67 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Shuck now from the gun. The ball's out, he lost it. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar, come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick.
Shuck to throw. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On second down, it's ETN. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's going to be the Saints with the football, but any efforts might be futile facing that deficit. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Are able to cover the kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now, and you don't come up with that onside kick.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 38-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. He's got room to roam. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San
The
Francisco.
49ers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Wow, Brock, that is one of the longest runs I think we're going to see out of a fullback. And just can't get my mind around the fact that he outpaced those DBs long enough to reach the end zone.
You and me alike. That was a power lifter and power blocker becoming a sprinter. I'm not sure if we stretch out further, he's going to hold on and score. But at that distance, oh, gosh, his teammates just love that TD.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a
The
touchback.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
You heard my man, the left controller, the 11 king, I told you. Hard on and let the journey begin.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Liking, hey, check.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check it.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 more yards. That's another Saints.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Cut out left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Setting up the screen, it's Olave. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Go!
Working inside the red zone. Brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Go!
Throws caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass. But sometimes it simply doesn't work.
And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
First down, Purdy to throw. It is caught left side. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 17. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Get set. Get set. Run around, set. Yellow. 21.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Look at this, 9 yards and a nice first down run.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Yellow. 18. Watch out.
Purdy throwing here. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. They get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 7-yard line.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Yellow. Cut.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
at the Saints' 8-yard line.
18.
Gets it again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it 4th and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if the injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
32-yard attempt.
Piniero's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that, Mick. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
From the contact.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Kind of like with the hoops team, when they start missing free throws, everybody starts missing them. Feels that way with his quarterback right now. The one interception is leading to another, and eventually, you just feel like every time the ball leaves his hands, it's danger.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Well, 3rd and 10 was already tough, Brock, but the challenge doubles here. 3rd and 20 now after the holding call.
60 Bison, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll run here, following the penalty. Good running, rips off about 7, but they're still short. 4th down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. The case here is the clock continues to run.
And the 49ers, 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. So So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from New Orleans.